All right, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Phin, a good friend of mine. I've known him for many years. He's an employment law expert and former trial attorney. He's an experienced executive coach. He's got over 6,000 CEOs that he's worked with, a leadership trainer, and an expert in emotional intelligence. He's also developed some incredible online employee and manager training programs. Don, welcome to the show, my friend.
Welcome. I'm pleased to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again. Hey, so there's three main pillars of your core message. The first pillar is around the area of responsibility. That's pretty timeless, but especially today. Please explain.
Sure. So I'm helping people to navigate through this chaos, the uncertainty, constant change. And I said, how do I help guide myself, never mind anybody else? And three words surfaced out of all of it: responsibility, grace, and creativity. So the responsibility is how we approach things logically. If you just ask yourself, what do I need to do to be responsible in this situation? Then you'll get the logical answer. You know, it might be you need more facts, or it might be you need to have a conversation with somebody. So you want to make sure you're fully responsible for yourself and two other people. Okay, so you're responsible for you, two other people. And when we ask anyone else to be partially responsible for us and give away some of that responsibility, we give away our personal power in the process. So that's responsibility.
Very nice. Let's talk about grace. That's the second pillar in your core message. I know off air you told me it's how you show up under pressure. So elaborate on grace is the second pillar.
Absolutely. So, you know, the left side of the brain is the responsible, logical thing. The right side of the brain is the emotional. They use words emotional intelligence. I use the word emotional energy. You've seen some of my workshops around that. And I was trying to think about what one word would cover all of that. And I just sat in that for a while, and the word grace surfaced. Okay. So you've heard the term grace under fire. Interestingly, here in Coronado, where I live, is a SEAL base. And I know some of those officers. My sons played baseball together. And we talk about each other's work, and I talk about talked about the type of stuff that I do.
You're in such high demand, you can't even spare a few minutes here.
I talk about some of the stuff I do with the CEOs and talk about emotional energy. And the thing I teach them is, how do we stay balanced in a situation like this? And if we ask ourselves, am I showing up gracefully? He goes, that's what we want our soldiers to do under fire. Because if they get too afraid and they go inward or scared, they put the whole team at risk. If they get too excited and go rogue, they put the whole team at risk. So they want that graceful presence literally under fire. And you just ask yourself, am I showing up gracefully?
Very good, very good. And the third pillar of is creativity. So, I mean, what a perfect time is in today's business environment. We've got to be creative to reach out to customers. Talk a little bit about how does that apply in today's business environment?
Well, the way out of being stuck is with creativity. And so, first of all, one of the best ways to be creative is to have conversations with other people. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. Just do dialogue. You know, I've watched Hollywood script writing sessions going on. You got 4 guys, 4 women. They're talking about a show and they're just throwing stuff out there. But that banter and that creativity is what produces the humor and the drama that we get to watch. So the ability to do things and be inclusive of other ideas and have conversations about what could we possibly do, that's a really good technique. Another technique around creativity is to put 2 separate things together. I always kid around, who would have thought that fermented agave juice and lime juice would be the god of the nectars? You know, it would be the most favorite drink of all time for me, right? So it's about 2 disparate ideas coming together and say, what's in the middle of those 2 things? So it might be in your old world, insurance, sales, and technology. Well, what's in the middle of that?
Very good, man. I love it. I love it. And that's really the core message is those 3 pillars. And I know you're really in high demand, and I just want to congratulate you on adapting your material. In all the years I've known you, you've really stayed on cutting edge with some really powerful concepts. So Hats off to you. Hats off to you.
Sorry about that phone call. That should have been turned off. That's on me, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you very much.
Well, you're a big fan of the Top Gun show. I know that you know there are millions and millions of people watching this right now. So why don't you tell the viewers a little known fact about yourself?
I left New York City at 20 to come out to San Diego to work on a tuna boat to sort of straighten out. And I fished for a year, and then I never left San Diego. So there you go.
So you went down there to fish, and you got caught by the beautiful. I love San Diego. My daughter's down there right now in college, man. Great place. And my other daughter lives down there, and she's getting married. She's supposed to get married this year, and postponing it because of COVID. But beautiful place down there. Don, thanks so much for being on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Take care.
Thanks for watching, everybody.